Imagine a dark, violent adventure about saving the world from the very brink of destruction. Brought to you by Disney. So imagine there's this pin, and every time you touch it, you see a wonderful world full of promise and imagination. And then robots come to kill you. That is Disney's Tomorrowland. The hero of Tomorrowland is Casey Newton, played by an actress named Britt Robertson. She's a very intelligent, possibly genius level, older teenage girl who's mourning the loss of Cape Canaveral, NASA's launch platform. She somehow manages to combine optimism and rebellion into one person. The villain of the piece is Hugh Laurie as a character named David Nix. He's the leader of Tomorrowland, and he's kind of an ass. You'll get that almost right away. The primary ally of this film is George Clooney as Frank Walker. He's someone who's been to Tomorrowland and is not that eager to go back. Clooney, as we know, is a very good actor, and it shows here, although at times this movie seems like the part was written for Harrison Ford. He's that sort of crotchety older guy. There's another ally, an actress named, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but Rafe Cassidy plays Athena, who is a recruiter for Tomorrowland. She steals most of the scenes she's in, including some fairly intense action films. And for enemies, well, I did mention killer robots. There are quite a few of them. They're pretty interesting. The action is pretty good, but can't go too far into it without spoilers. The upside, this is a good movie. It's a decent action film. The story is fairly easy to follow. The acting is good. The effects are very good. And it's a fun movie. It's no Age of Ultron. It's not even a Mad Max, but it's good. Then we get to the downside. Why in the hell is this a Disney movie? I mean, I know Disney made it, and I know Tomorrowland is a part of the Disney theme park, but this is a much darker movie than Disney's ever really made under their own banner. It's far more violent than usual. I mean, those killer robots have these, Star Trek-like beams that when they shoot you, you just evaporate into nothing. In other words, die. And they kill people, several people. There are scenes in this film where multiple people are killed on camera. It is really intense, and it is actually too intense for smaller children. I can tell you when I saw this film, there were actually, right off the bat, several younger children started complaining to their parents and asking to go home. It's actually too intense for the little ones. And the thing is, it should have been more so. If you lift the Disney shackles from this film, if you let it be more dark, if you let it be more dystopian than it already is, it could actually have been almost maybe a sci-fi classic. The story is really good enough, but it's held back by a misguided and in fact failed attempt to appeal to children. Also, Athena, the kid that's played by Rafe Cassidy, she's too young. She does a great job in this film, and I really don't wish anything bad on the actress because she kills it. But the film would have worked a whole lot better if she was older. She should have been in her older teens, like the main character, Casey. But instead, they went for a kid, and she's the only kid in the film, which is probably why she's in it, because they were trying to market this towards kids. They should not have been. They should have gone young adult all the way. They should have gone with an older teen. Athena should have been about 17 or 18 years old for this film to be good, for this film to be better. The final score for this film. It's a fun film. It's held back by, as I said, a misguided and failed attempt to appeal to children who it scares. The actress that plays Athena is great, but too young. So it's better for adults or teens. I gotta give it 3 stars, and it's a shame because this could have been a 4-star story if done right, but they just missed. They just missed. They appealed too low, too young. So 3 stars for Tomorrowland. This week, my question is, can you think of any other movies that were marketed to the wrong audience? Say a kid's movie that should have been for adults like this one, or a grown-up movie that would have worked better as a children's movie. Think something like a Chris Farley film. For me, it's the RZA's The Man with the Iron Fists. If you take out all of the gore and the profanity and all the sexual innuendo in that film, that would have been a really good popcorn kung fu action movie. Instead, it's too gory to appeal to the audience that would like it the most, which is basically teenage boys sitting home on a Saturday afternoon watching black belt theater on, Saturday afternoon TV. They made the film too gory to play on Saturday afternoon TV and just lost what would have been its perfect audience. But what's yours? What film should have been marketed to a different audience, and what audience would that be? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more of my reviews, you can subscribe. I'll be back next week. Later.